Top U.S. and South Korean military leaders spoke to reporters yesterday at Ulsan Air Base near the South Korean capital of Seoul to reinforce the alliance between the two countries and their combined resolve to deter North Korean threats. Each of these leaders is important to us, Brooks told local and international media members, and they are here to have a first-hand look at our daily efforts in preserving the armistice and also in our daily efforts to be prepared to defend the Republic of Korea. The briefing comes amid a series of provocations by North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, 28, in the past 18 months, Brooks said, including 2 nuclear tests. Kim also threatened to launch missiles into the waters near the U.S. territory of Guam in the western Pacific Ocean in response to an annual joint U.S. South Korea computer-simulated defensive exercise, Ulchi-Freedom Guardian, that began August 21 and ends August 28. But on August 15, Kim apparently changed his mind about launching the missiles, according to media reports. Having a pause in provocations is always a good thing, Brooks said. That means there may be some success in the diplomatic efforts. But these decisions really have to be left up to Kim Jong Un. Quotation mark. In the meantime, the general added, we're going to exercise, because we need to be ready. We're a professional force, and this is an alliance of 2 very professional militaries supported by a broader coalition of the United Nations Command, and being ready to fight tonight if we have to is what we'll do. Horizontal ellipsis. And we would certainly hope that Kim Jong Un would make wise decisions about that. In response to questions from reporters, Harris said he had complete confidence in the capability of U.S. weapon systems developed to defend the U.S. homeland and those of South Korea and other allies. We have had 15 tests of THAAD, and we've had 15 successes, he said, referring to the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense element that's part of the Missile Defense Agency's Ballistic Missile Defense System, or BMDS. THAAD gives the BMDS a globally transportable and quickly deployable capability to intercept and destroy adversaries' ballistic missiles inside or outside the atmosphere during the final, or terminal, phase of flight. I'm not a mathematician, but that's almost like 100%, Harris added. So I'm confident in our ability to destroy any missiles that come into our defended area, which is important. If it's not going to be in our defended area, then why waste an asset to shoot it down? Quotation mark. Also in the region, Harris said, our ballistic missile defense destroyers and cruisers that are part of the layered defense in depth, as are Patriot missile batteries deployed in South Korea, and now, THAAD. That's why we have Patriot here, he added. That's why, in conjunction with the Republic of Korea, the alliance decision was made to bring THAAD onto the peninsula, into South Korea. Because it's part of an entire defense in-depth scheme. Quotation mark. STRATCOM's capabilities include space, cyber, deterrence and missile defense, he said. We provide all those capabilities that give General Brooks options, and then we work it inside the alliance to develop a collective defense of the peninsula. All those options will be considered by our military leadership and our political leadership, the general said. Hyten also expressed confidence in U.S. missile defense capabilities and those deployed in South Korea. Our missile defense capabilities that are deployed both in Alaska and in California have the ability to intercept any threat against the United States, Hyten said, adding that he's very confident in the capabilities deployed in South Korea, sea-based, Patriots and THAAD. Greaves, the Missile Defense Agency director, said that great pains are taken with the systems MDA deploys, including Patriot and THAAD, to design, build and test them both in a software lab with hardware in the loop, as we call it, as well as actual flight tests under very credible conditions. Operational testers in the Defense Department help craft those tests, set the metrics and assess how well we've done against the threat that we were testing against, Greaves said. From beginning to end, he added, these tests are credible, they're robust and they've visibly demonstrated our ability to defend the area that the operational commanders have assigned.
I'm Corporal Devin Pomachan. U.S. bombers conducted bilateral missions with Pacific allies in direct response to North Korea's escalatory launch of intercontinental ballistic missiles July 3rd and 28th. Here's Staff Sergeant Mariko Frazee.
As a demonstration of the U.S.'s ironclad commitment to its allies, 2 U.S. Air Force B-1B bombers joined their Republic of Korea and Japanese counterparts for sequenced bilateral missions. After taking off from Andersen Air Force Base, Guam, the B-1s flew to Japanese airspace with Japan Air Self-Defense Force F-2 fighters. Then the B-1s flew over the Korean Peninsula, where they were joined by 4 Republic of Korea F-15s. During the 10-hour mission, the air crews practiced intercept and formation training, improving their combined capabilities and tactical skills, strengthening long-standing regional relationships.
Elsewhere in the Pacific, Fort Bliss soldiers, along with the U.S. Missile Defense Agency, conducted a successful missile defense test using the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System. A medium-range target ballistic missile was air-launched by a C-17 over the Pacific, while the weapon system located in Alaska detected, tracked, and intercepted the target. This marked the THAAD weapon system's 15th successful intercept. From readiness in the air to out at sea, Senior Airman Dhruv Gopinath tells us about U.S. and Japanese maritime forces joining hands in northern Japan.
For the past 2 weeks, the USS Pioneer has been working alongside minesweepers of the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force in Mutsu Bay to improve proficiency in mine countermeasure operations.
It's a great opportunity working with the JMSDF. When it comes to mine warfare, they're second to none. They're a mine force. It's a large force. It's a professional force. And we're happy to have the opportunity to be up here.
The USS Pioneer is part of Mine Countermeasure Squadron 7 based in Sasebo, Japan. Reporting from aboard the USS Pioneer, I'm Senior Airman Dhruv Gopinath.
That's it for this news break. Thanks for watching.